In this section, we're going to discuss reflexology history, theory, and benefits. Reflexology has a very long history. It gets its roots from ancient Egypt, China, and Japan. In Egypt, there were pictographs in the physician's tomb showing a form of healing art that looks like reflexology. We often think of reflexology as having its roots in China because it's very similar to acupuncture in theory. And there's also what we would call a reiteration theory, where different parts of the body are a microcosm of the whole. So therefore you can reach every part of the body through the palms of the hands, through the soles of the feet, on the ears, and you can do diagnosis in Chinese medicine by looking at the tongue. So that also represents the whole body. There's also been evidence in Japan from the physician's temple in 690 AD that there was a form of healing being done that also looked like early reflexology. It was brought to Europe in the late 1800s, and we believe that it was through the missionaries or Marco Polo that these healing arts from the East came into Europe. There was evidence that it was used in Russia in the 1800s and in Austria later on. And later it was brought to the United States by Dr. William Fitzgerald, who studied in Europe. He brought the work in a form that he called a zone therapy. And in zone therapy, he described 10 longitudinal zones that run through the body, 10 in the head, and then they branch off into the hands, with zone 1 being the thumb and the big toe being zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as we go through the fingers out to the little finger and the little toe. Eunice Ingham, who worked with colleagues of Dr. Fitzgerald's, charted the foot in relationship to the body. She took zone therapy and through trial and error found out where it was on the feet and on the hands and made charts. Dwight Byers, who was Eunice's nephew, received reflexology from the time he was a little child, and he claims that Eunice cured his asthma. So he became very excited about reflexology, and he started to do reflexology and work with Eunice. And later on, he opened the National Institute of Reflexology in the mid-70s. And Dwight is who I studied with in the 70s and got certified by. How does reflexology work? Basically, reflexology is thought to work through the energy pathways. This is the primary theory of how it works. And the hands and the feet, as you know by the description of reflexology, are a mirror of the whole body. All parts of the body can be reached through the hands and the feet and through these energy pathways, or what Fitzgerald called zones. So that's the most common theory of how it works. It's very akin to acupuncture. There's also another theory that believes that it works through the nerve endings in the hands. And through nerve stimulation, we can send a message to different parts of the body, kind of like an electrical circuit board. There's also an energy balance theory, which claims that as you work the feet in the hands, you're releasing energy blockages and you're allowing the energy to flow properly and flow smoothly. And this is very much in alignment with Chinese medicine. There's another theory which we would call the somatic theory. And that's the idea that your issues, your psychological, emotional issues, or your physical issues are stored in your body. Your issues are in your tissues. So in this way, when we work the body, we're releasing any stuck energy that's in the body, releasing any blockages, and helping the body heal and come into balance. So those are the four most common theories. Reflexology has many benefits, but I'm going to go through the common benefits and the ones that are agreed upon. Foremost, reflexology relieves tension and stress. And that's huge because it's believed that at least 85% of all common health conditions are due to stress. Reflexology is also believed to improve circulation, which increases oxygen and nutrition to the cells of the body, leading to better health. So when you release tension in the body, you're improving the nerve and blood supply just by having a more easy flow through the body. There's less tension to impede the nerves and the blood. And reflexology ultimately helps the body to normalize and to restore balance. So I will see you in the next section.